All right, folks, here we go. It is time for our next matchup here on the Monday Night Mayhem. Instructions, please, on the left-hand side. He is, of course, your current reigning undisputed Upstarts champion here in the Tetris Friendlies universe. And he is, of course, known as the Das Revolution. He is raising some cash for the Lone Star Das Championship prize pool. He is the Maestro. And on the right, holding up his number 6 out of 32 CTWC Silver Bracket cartridge. Of course, an old rival to Maestro as we are heading on to the epilogue of this storyline. Of course, the two-time former Upstarts champion, the fire-breathing dragon, IanKeith. And with me to call this one, I brought in a special guest. He is, of course, the one that you know as the organizer of the Classic Tetris Wars events. He's got a Battle Royal qualifying going on right now. And, of course, the #1 contender for the Upstarts Championship, who you'll be seeing play mice this Friday night, is Mr. Hell Yeah, Grand Designs. Welcome in, my friend.
Hell yeah! All right, this is a really good matchup right here. Two Das Titans, honestly. And I'm gonna say, like, they're just barely under the super elite Das players like your NGCs, Tugis, Adams, Sharkies. Mice and IanKeith are both players that are like right under that. They're really, really close to getting there, to be honest. Das players that can just drop maxes like nobody's business. Mice has already dropped multiple maxes in comp. I've seen IanKeith drop a lot of maxes in comp. I think this is a very, very even matchup. Great for these two to get to put this one together.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, there's a reason they were trading that belt, you know, around with them in 20 Dan like a joint, right? I mean, like they were, you know, it went back and forth for quite some time. So it's certainly exciting to see how these two do.
I gotta say too, like the thing that really stands out about both of these players is their consistency. Because a lot of Das players, I mean, you could have all the Das control in the world and just like get really, really aggressive scores on AT, like 500, 600K transes. But to be able to play on 19 consistently and score the way these players do, that's what really sets them apart from a lot of other Das players. And Maestro especially, to convert from a tapper into a Das player is something just unheard of. And not only that, I think Mice is better now than he was when he was a tapper. It's truly remarkable, it really is.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And of course, looks like these two are ready to go. So GD, the honors are yours. Count them down for this, game number 1.
It is coming. Game number 1 is on the run. And it's coming to you live right now in 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
Love it. Of course, we are underway. We are underway, and of course, another Ian in chat, Ian Kanetsu is here. Welcome in. Of course, threatening to lecture IanKeith in DMs if he ever sees an inconsistent game from him. So there you go. A lot on the line for Mice, a lot on the line for IanKeith as well. So.
Yeah, both these players looking to have pretty good starts so far. Nothing too crazy. Pretty much what I expect from them. Honestly, I would not be surprised if this went transition every game and possibly even a decider. Like, it is so evenly matched, like I was saying.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, that's pretty much what we saw in the last matchup that you were, while you were playing King, right? Well, you were busy whooping his ass, right? We had that OPB and Reed match. I mean, it had started before you guys did, and you guys came back, and it was still going. Like, it was not decided, but transition. All 5 games went deep into transition. Like, it was just crazy. I would not be surprised to see that here as well. But of course, you know, obviously you've got some stake in this match, right? Kind of watching Mice, I'm sure, to see how he does, right? You know, see how how you might stack up against him this week.
I gotta say, I am FIRED fired up for Friday. The Das Revolution is going down, baby. Come on. Hell yeah.
There you go. You heard it here first. And that may come to fruition as Mice is in a little bit of trouble up on the top. See if we can get out of this mess.
No, I'm basically the same way Mice was. Oh, wow. Look at that way that team played.
Oh, dirty at Tetris.
Wow, that was some 200 IQ stuff right there. That's why Mice is where he is. I mean, that's really hard to be able to see that, especially when you're getting more than halfway up the board. Oh, getting really aggressive here.
Oh, my God.
Mice is filling out for this. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, come on. It needs to get that. Wow, look at that quick tap. Come on, get that in. Boom, got the bar down. Jeez, Mice, you're going to give me a heart attack before Friday.
Maybe that's his strategy, to just give you a heart attack so he doesn't have to play you.
Well, it's working. It's working. Even Jenny Van in the chat saying WTF. Here's a dirty right there. Boom, come on. I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll tell you one thing. This is not a blind Mice right here. Definitely not. See how this Mice runs.
Yeah, he is looking good right now. Running on no sleep, but I mean, that adrenaline's certainly flowing. He's at 204 right now. But, I mean, look at IanKeith, though. 309 through 67 lines. Having a strong game to begin this one.
67 lines, too. This is 600,000 transition pace for IanKeith. IanKeith got another Tetris. Boom, there we go. Set up for another one. Just keeping maximum pressure on Mice. Doing exactly what he's got to do. Getting another one right there. Mice is going to answer back, though. 251 Mice, 355 IanKeith is still about 100,000 points. Still got 50 more lines to go in 18. He's still got a little bit of time. Mice ends up getting hot. IanKeith is into a dig. But IanKeith's right where he needs to be.
Yeah, certainly good game for him right now to begin. You know, of course.
I don't know if Mice missed that spin or that. I'm not sure what happened there with Mice, but nice be able to place to be able to get that in.
Yeah, that was very well done. I think maybe a misdrop kind of was what started that. Yeah. But of course, IanKeith nowadays, has since losing the belt to Mice, has moved his way up into the Phenoms division, which, I mean, in fairness, seeing IanKeith with the Upstarts belt now, that would be a scary sight, I think, for anybody. Not that Mice isn't, because he is, but IanKeith, I think, certainly deserving of being up with the Phenoms. Kind of like you said earlier, he's kind of pretty closely below where the where a lot of the Tugis and the Adams and the NGCs are at in terms of dash skill. I mean, IanKeith, right friggin' there, dude.
Not far off. That's all I can say. Not far off. And speaking of that, what Mice was talking about the Dash World Championships coming up in Germany. Whenever Mice talked to me about donating $50 to the prize pool to whoever loses the match on Friday, I couldn't jump at that any faster, because anything we can do to send the best players in the world to the biggest Dash Championship in the world, especially when you consider how much it costs to travel internationally, I think that would be awesome for the community to be able to bond together to do that.
Yeah, and I was telling him earlier, I think, it's certainly a good opportunity there. I think, we saw some people make it out there. We saw, Dan QZ from the US make it out there. We saw Quaid go, and I think maybe a couple others, but it was mostly, the European crowd, right? Which was a very good tournament. I mean, the Dash World Championship last year was just fantastic. And almost fantastic as the score we've got going on right now is Mice transitions 463. Ian, with 2 touches on the table, now 1 with that one there.
Mice is starting to cut into the lead a little bit, only down by about 80,000. However, is about half a level ahead. IanKeith going to trade. Oh, IanKeith's getting greedy here.
Oh, he's got it. 579.
Yeah, I was a little surprised IanKeith didn't take that burn over at 9 and 10 to get ready to go into transition. That was a really aggressive play. Real fortunate that bar came.
Yeah, it certainly paid off for him. He's at 608, 478 for Mice.
Mice's board is not very clean here. Oh, dependency for Mice. Gets the bar, though. Mice has got to get out of this first and foremost. We're trying to go after IanKeith. IanKeith is not giving any leeway. Set up for the center. Oh, mischief for IanKeith. Oh, no, no. That bar is not coming to save IanKeith right here. There it is. Got that Tetris. This is going to be really, really hard, IanKeith, to get out of this. This is some live 19-3, almost 19-4. Whoa, that's a nice bar. Get that OPs down. Needs to be able to get another bar.
He's got a Vince potential here, but the L's going to hang on the right.
Get that over. No, that's going to be it for IanKeith. 640, IanKeith is done. But this board is not clean for Mice either. Board's falling apart for both players. Mice is in deep trouble right now. No! get clean to chase it down. IanKeith takes game number 1. Wow, what an opener here.
Yeah, and you know, we didn't even need the soundbite. It just came right out. I guess it cut out too.
How did that cut out? My mic, I think my mic's fine.
It's probably a Discord thing. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh man. Great opener though. That is, yeah, and of course it is IanKeith taking the 1-0 lead.
Oh, you think it got noise gate?
Yeah, Discord has like a noise gate. That's probably what happened.
Oh wow. Hey, somebody's got to suppress me when I go crazy.
That's all right. What time? Game number 2. We're gonna continue on here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Hey, I gotta say, the way that Mice said that he was observing me, I'm also observing Mice just as closely here.
Yeah, of course,
really
you know.
Interesting to see Mice's strategy, where, especially whenever IanKeith got into a dig, I was a little bit surprised that Mice was still trying to go full aggro, knowing that IanKeith is still in full dig mode. Because a lot of times, whenever you play comp, whenever you see your opponent getting into a major struggle, instead of really trying to put your foot on the gas, knowing that there's a chance your opponent can top out, usually I like to go a little bit safer, and if my opponent gets out of it, then turn my foot back up on the gas. Sometimes it does bite me if I have a chance to get some more points and my opponent does get out of it. But more often than not, getting yourself a little bit safe when you have a little bit of extra room because your opponent losing pace, it usually ends up working out for you pretty good.
Yeah, you know, yeah, just kind of keeping it safe, keeping it under control, you know, yeah. Obviously, there's, you know, especially with Das, right? Like, it's certainly harder. Like, if you start to get out of control, kind of like we saw in some of the other games that others have played, you know, where you saw that right side, right, get out of hand and kind of run out of burn options, you know, certainly having that, right, certainly having those options open is always good to have.
But it's only one game, though, and I gotta say, the same way that Mice was rooting for me, I gotta root for Mice, too. I want both of us to go into this showdown with our absolute best.
And that, of course, is respectable. And with that in mind, King in the chat says, question, what are your thoughts going 5 friggin' games in that match I hear on this channel with the Hamburglar and just clutching up, man? What are your thoughts?
I have one thought on that. It was the biggest win of my entire Tetris career. And here's why I say that. It is the first time I ever defeated a 1.1 PB player when the 1.1 player was actually playing well. Because more often than not, the way that my normal style is, I tend to either crush inconsistent players or just lose the good player because I really don't go hand very often in post based on my play style. That set was the first time that I ever actually tried to attack my opponent in post and didn't have a lot of quick top on. I actually went for it and paid off. Because a lot of times whenever I play and try and really go for it, you've seen it yourself. I'm very boomer bust when I play aggro 19. I'll either hit kill screen or top out 20 lines. That was the first time where I went full bore and actually didn't go bust for multiple games in a row.
Well, there you go. Best friggin' game of his career. So, of course, Ryan will see this when he wakes up in the morning because he probably went to bed like 2 hours ago at 7 o'clock. But you know, he'll probably watch that in the morning like, wow, that was his best match. I'm honored. Or he'll just laugh at you or whatever. I don't know. But wow, that is crazy. Chat enjoying that too. My goodness.
And here's the other thing. The other reason that it was the biggest win too is because of the stakes of it. The fact that it was for the Upstarts Championship, I was a massive underdog, and the last previous times I played Ryan wiped the floor with me. It was basically one of those matches where, oh no!
Oh,
no! Right when we're talking, Mice has them. Wow!
I didn't even see what happened. I just see an L-ing on that right side, and wow, I just looked over, and yeah, it was it.
Both players trading off here.
Yeah, it will be 1-1. IanKeith giving a gift right there.
It happens to the best of us. I gave Udo a couple gifts today. I was just playing way too high at 18. I mean, like, I should have known better. It was my own fault because, like, usually when I play like 2 or 3 rows higher than normal at 18, I get right into any kind of post. I just get screwed. Like, it wasn't even a misdraw. It was just like I just played too high.
Yeah, certainly been there.
But the thing is, like, it did help me refocus for when I played King.
Yeah, that's the important part. You don't want to get the loss to the King role. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm never going to play him again.
I already have it. I already have
King.
Because I think my record against King is like 10-1. But that one
Oh my God.
The one did happen. King did get me one time.
Damn, I'm sorry for your loss.
I know.
Yeah,
he doesn't let me live it. He doesn't let me live it down either.
Oh, I bet he doesn't. All right, well, DD, the honor's yours for game number 3. Go ahead and count him down. Oh, did I lose you?
Oh, no, I'm here. Oh, count it down. All right, so I was reading what King said in the chat. King said I don't remember the second one. All right, let's get this started here. Game number 3 is Breaking Free, and it's coming to you live now in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And looking over at the board, they started without me.
Yeah, I know. Oh, my word. Of course, yeah, King, yeah, actually, yeah, with the online facts, apparently. Yeah, in an ELO battle and a TNP set, apparently. So
I do remember the TNP set. Because I remember losing a ton of ELO points in that one.
Yeah.
But the ELO battle, was that the one on Boxies where I had the 175,000 transition? That
sounds right. I mean, I've played King twice. I've played King twice in my career and beat him both times. So
no, the only reason I remember that it was the lowest transition of my career, including practice.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to accidentally get 175 in transition, you know. Like, unless you're doing it on purpose, it's really hard to do that.
Yeah, I'm honestly
impressed.
That would be ultra epic trolling move, right? I mean, I couldn't troll like that even if I wanted to. I'd probably somehow.
Yeah, you just like go, you know, because you're just so used to, right? You're just going for Tetrises. It's always so weird when they do like stupid Tetris monthly, right? And they like do like all the weird formats, and then the min out's one of them. It's always weird for me because it's like I'm not used to this. I don't like this.
No, that we're having to do a like race to 250,000 on a 19 start of unfriendlies, and I just basically lined it out because whoever I was playing was kept topping out trying to go aggro.
Right. Let's get a score check for these two for the moment. 168 for Mice, 147 for IanKeith. Mice has a lot of Z's.
Mice needs a bar to fill in that dependency over in column 8. Oh, it's got a J. Got the J on the left. Mice is selling out for this. Can Mice go dirty here? Mice can go dirty here. There it is.
Go.
Oh! Come on, Mice.
Yeah, of course, gotta get in. Dirty Tetris for him, and a clean one. Down the right. He's gonna retake the lead. 223 to 216. I mean, look at this, GD. His board is perfectly clean now. Well, almost perfectly clean. You know, a little jagged, but clean at least.
I give a lot of props to Mice for sticking that one out. I mean,
yeah, that bar just came at the right time, man.
232 Mice, 218 IanKeith. 1-1 in this set, so it's pretty even as you can possibly get right now. Mice going for a little delayed burn over that hole. Bar comes a little early. Is clean, however, IanKeith's also clean. Tetris IanKeith. Mice still not getting that bar.
Yeah, he's keeping it clean, though. He's got some really good drought management pretty much the whole set, you know. And it was really just a slip up.
It's that team.
Yeah, it's just like I have a slip up on the 19, right, where we saw earlier on that caused him to lose that first game. But, you know, he's been handling the droughts really well. That's what's allowed him to stay in this. I mean, again, we're neck and neck right now, so.
Yeah, you can never underestimate 18 play at any level, honestly. Even at the CTM Master Super Elite levels. Don't sleep on 18. You never know what could happen if you get too aggressive or not aggressive enough. Sometimes that extra 100,000 points can make a difference, especially when you have trouble playing on 29. 18 is still a very important part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like, and people can make a mistake, right? Like you can, you know, just mechanically, right? Like you know, people still make mistakes. You know.
I mean, I've seen Dog Cup out at 18 before. It happens. Nobody
exactly.
To it.
You know, of course, we kind of talking earlier about, you know, your road to the Upstarts Championship. Of course, we'll be seeing that on Friday. You know, we kind of talked about your match with Ryan, you know, and I still do want to just reiterate just how friggin' crazy that match was, man. Like, that was, I mean, the fact that we saw a double 900K in the Upstarts division, I think is just truly a testament to how far you and Mice have carried the division, right? People like you and Mice and, you know, and Ian kind of laying down that groundwork as well, you know. It's come a long way.
I know. One thing I have to say about that, my happiest moment of that set actually was not the fact that I got a 900K in comp. It was the fact that I lost the 900K game and rebounded with an 822. A lot of people get one of their second highest score they ever got in comp and lose. They'll just get rattled and stop. I ended up getting my first ever B2B 800 plus in comp to win game number 4. I was more happy about that than getting the 900.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good, right? I'd be able to, you know, not get too jarred from like losing with a high score like that. I mean, you know, because I've had some moments like that, obviously at a bit of a higher scale, you know, with rolling and everything, right? Like, you know, having like a near 1.2 and losing. Like, at that point, yeah, all you can really do is be like, man, like, what do you want? Like, you know, like, just all I can do is just congratulate my opponent at that point. Like, damn, that was a good game, you know?
No, I was the same way, but I'm just like, shake it off, go to the next game. That is one thing that I feel I've gotten so much better at over my competitive journey, is learning how to forget the previous game.
Yeah, and I'm sure Mice would agree that it is a very much a mental game, kind of like we saw in Illinois. But right now, we're seeing some transitions, GD. We got 498 for the Maestro. Ian with a line to go. We'll burn into it at 517.
Oh, Ian sealed that. Ian sealed that right before transition. That could be a mistake.
Oh, that square to the left was clutch.
Right there. Nice. Ian might be okay. Ian might be okay. Did reopen the wall. Wow, was that close? That was real. Oh,
but now it's Mice's turn to get into some trouble.
Mice doing some 19-3 right now, but Mice has a chance to get out of this. Only one Tetris separating these players. Mice can get out of this. We still got a game here. Mice still trying to get this out. Mice gonna need to get that bar over the left. Got it over.
Yeah, both players pretty messy right now.
Trouble now. IanKeith, I don't know if IanKeith's gonna be able to get anything over to that left side. That's too high. That is really high.
We need an L. We need an L piece. That's not an L piece.
Oh no! That's gonna be it for IanKeith. Mike still has a chase down, and Mike's board is not clean. Mike's board is not clean. Oh no! Mike's is selling out for that long. Bar's not coming. Bar's not coming. Bar's not coming. The bar
he got it.
But I think it might be too
10K.
high. He's 10,000 points. No! Oh! Just missed it by 10,000, and IanKeith goes up 2-1. Wow!
My God, sold out for it. It wasn't even enough. That hurts. But of course, he did end at 569. Hey now, hey now, hey now.
This set has just been crazy. Both these players, like, these seeds, I mean, did you get a call-in seed here?
I actually not even playing on SBS, so I think I'm just getting equally cursed random seeds.
I don't know. That's what it feels like. It feels like a call-in seed.
Oh, man. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they coordinated a call-in seed behind the scenes. I don't know. But either way, they're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and count them down. It's time. Game number 4. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
IanKeith's got the 2-1 lead right here over Mice. Mice has got to reconcile himself right here. Just take it one game at a time.
Yeah, and of course, with that, it is game point. So coming up next, it will be the Ninja of Ninjas and Deck, who I believe are both here in chat. They know the drill. Go live, warm up, all that good stuff, so we can keep the show moving. Because man, that last match put us behind schedule for sure. And honestly, I'm fine with that. That was a great friggin' match. So
I'm glad I was still able to help co-commentate this.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
Mice is a little high right there. Mice is okay though. Mice is getting a little bit risky.
Yeah, and of course I was just gonna say, you know, it's good. It's been nice having both of your guys' perspective on the upcoming match for Friday. I'm sure King will clip some of this, right, or whatever, you know.
Another thing I have to say too about Mice is, like, probably one of the most painful losses of my entire career was getting 4-0'd by Mice in the CTL Division 3, Division 4 playoffs, and I had no early tops the entire set. I was just completely outclassed. It actually got me to start thinking about like not wanting to play friendlies for the Upstart title anymore. So I'm just like, what am I supposed to do here? It's like I played my best and got 4-0 swept.
Right, yeah, and I think, you know, I think once you got the max out too, I don't remember if this sweep was before or after that. I'm sure it was after. But I mean, I think even so, like, it really did, to me, like, I could tell. I know you've talked about how, like, you know, not having to grind for the max all the time has definitely helped your play a lot, because you're not thinking about that in the back of your head, you know, and I mean, I've seen you grow just so much, like, almost every time I see you play, man. Like, it's crazy. Like,
hey, thanks so much. Like, I just truly love the game. Like, my grinding days are essentially over because I really don't have anything bigger I want to shoot for. I'm just playing for the sheer fun of it at this point. And honestly, it's probably more fun now than it was when I was grinding.
Yeah, I mean, I would certainly agree. I mean, I was saying towards like the beginning of the show too, I haven't really played much in a while, to be honest, because, you know, I mean, for different reasons for me, of course, right? You know, it kind of hurts to play right now, and I'm not going to get into that, but like, you know, it is nice not having the constant pressure of like, you know, having to compete like all the friggin' time, you know, and like, you know, and then when I do, it's like, well, I feel like well rested. I'm not burning myself out, you know, like.
Exactly. Because another thing too is like, just because I said I'm done grinding doesn't mean that I don't do little bursts of practice with transition trainer and 19 starts here and there to keep fresh. Like, I still do that.
Yeah. And of course, what else we still do is give some score checks here, like that segue. I think it was okay, but 224 is the score for Mice, 301 for IanKeith at 60 lines.
That dependency is a little bit problematic. Oh, that O's rough. We're gonna get the Tetris. Mice is down about 70,000 here, and IanKeith is on match point.
Yeah, Ian just looking to slam the door shut right now. I mean, he's having an excellent game at the moment.
Yeah, Ian is just no mercy on level 18 this entire set. Other than that early top out in game 2, IanKeith's just been on point.
Yeah, I mean, literally like every other game, he's had quite a lead going into the 19, you know. I mean, if he can keep up this pace, certainly could see that again here.
I mean, that's the Phenoms for you. There's a reason IanKeith's in the Phenoms.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he earned it, right? Like, we kind of talked about it earlier. He definitely, you know, even though he lost the belt to Mice, right? Like, you know, he definitely earned it. You know, he was getting too good anyway.
You know it. I gotta say, like, being able to finally play for this belt after 2+ years of playing in the Upstart division, it's probably one of the most anticipated matches of my entire career. And honestly, if I'm able to beat Maestro in Reckoning to win the belt on that stage, on the big channel, it would probably be my signature moment as a player. So I'm really looking forward to this big opportunity. Yeah,
that would be awesome. And I mean, like I said, I am excited to watch that for sure. I think you guys are going later in the evening, so I may not be in the booth for it, which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. You know, I will be there watching it regardless. I've been, you know, I love I said it earlier, but I love my Upstarts, man. Like, you guys bring seriously like the most energy to like your promos and just, you know, actually putting the heart into these matches here on Friendlies, even though it's, you know, it's just for, you know, a PNG image of a bronze belt. As Ian's in trouble. Hang on. Ian is in some trouble here.
I think Ian can get out of this.
Yeah.
Bar over to the right.
Okay, yep, there's the bar from the middle.
Nice adjustment there with that, with seeing the bar was coming next. Oh, Mice is getting into a little bit of a dig too. Dependency on the low. Oh, gets it though. That 4 or 5 more pieces, that could have turned into a lot of trouble. IanKeith still not out of this. Gets a nice burn. Wow, there it is. Both players look like they're on the road to be getting out of this. Now it's a Lombard dependency for Mice. Oh, that's a bad piece right there. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be it for Mice. IanKeith is gonna take it down 3-1. Wow. Really unfortunate for Mice right there. Really unfortunate. Yeah, me and Mice both had rough nights tonight preparing for this. I think the whole stage of the scene has us both looking ahead, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, hey, gotta maybe perhaps getting it out of your system now, right? Like,
I know. I want us to bring the absolute best when we get to Reckoning. And the other thing I have to say, too, is I'm super pumped for this matchup. Really, really want to win it. But if I end up losing and Mice ends up defeating me, I will be the first person to congratulate him for a job well done.
Yeah, and of course, that's the good sportsmanship we expect to see here in the classic Tetris scene. And we'll let Ian play this out as we kind of talk about whatever, too, because he's got a good game going right now. I want to see if he can pull something here, right? Well, maybe not pull a hammy, but pull a good score, right? Like
665-21. This is maxable. Ian's going for it. Well, that is so risky to act when you're up that high, but gets it. I gotta say, players that are able to Aki bar on 19 with DAS, they have unbelievable knowledge of stat management. Because a lot of times when I try to do that, if I hit any kind of a job, I just screw myself. That is the mark of an unbelievably intelligent stacker, knowing the right time to do it.
Yeah, definitely. And like as far as you and Mice are concerned too, like I'm super excited to watch the promos for that. I know I saw you post one. I think it was over the weekend of you were at like the pool and everything. That was great promos.
I should have
from both
jumped
of you.
it. That was my backyard pool. I should have jumped it.
Well, it's not too late. At least I don't think it's too late. You can do another one.
I don't know. I'm gonna try and shoot something else. My wife's out of town, so I have to shoot it myself.
Oh yeah, just get like a tripod or whatever.
Something like that. Oh wow, look at this. IanKeith getting that center well. IanKeith can still get the match here. Look at it just send this home with an exclamation point. Look at it just tell Mike, yeah, this is what you got. This is what the phenoms are.
Yeah, like you are not ready for phenoms. Like
oh, look at that quick tap. There we go. Boom, Tetris IanKeith, 836. Come on, finish this bad boy off.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but gets the bail. 867, 199, still in range. Good tuck. Still got room to dig this down. I think needs 3 Tetrises and a line out.
Yeah, of course, this board a little bit messy, though. Went for the bar. Okay.
3 Tetrises and a line out.
I thought maybe it was going to go for the J on the left, but yeah, side with long bar instead.
Ian's going for the center well, gets it. I don't think I would have tried. Don't try that at home. Wow.
Yeah, it sounds dangerous. Don't try it at home or at all.
Ian's committing to this here. There's another bar. Come on, 949. One more Tetris and a line out gets it. There it is. There it is. Come on, where's the bar? Where's the bar? Where's the bar? The bar is not coming. Bar finally comes. 984. Come on, finish this off. 984, but still putting up a statement there.
Wow.
Great set from both of these players. Everybody in the chat join me here. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, indeed. Excellent game. That was an excellent game from both. Of course, IanKeith, just too strong. The fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, there's
smoking you out.
There's that breath.
There you go.
All right. It was a pleasure to help you co-commentate tonight, Birb. Also, pleasure to be able to watch you play tonight, Mice. Thank you so much for co-commentating me earlier. Really looking forward to Reckoning on Friday. Let's do it, baby. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and of course, thank you for coming in, helping out. I thought it was a fun thing, have kind of the banter, kind of promoting the match a bit more. And speaking of promotion, do you have anything that you wish to, any final words, before I send you off and we start doing the next match? Do you have anything you wish to promote or just any final words in general?
I do. If anybody's interested, Classic Tetris Wars is hosting their annual Classic Tetris Wars Battle Royal Championship Tournament. Quals for the tournament go until Sunday, 6/25. We already have over 30 players who qual. The top 64 get in. We have over $530 in the matcherino for it so far. Anybody that wants to come qual to that, come to the CTW server. We'd love to have you in the tournament. This is going to be one of the biggest tournaments in Classic Tetris, and by far the biggest Tetris tournament CTW's ever done.
All right, well, there you have it. Yeah, definitely. And I recommend going to check that out, too. Like I said, I have too much on my plate this summer to play myself, but GD puts on a good show. Definitely go check it out for sure. I would highly recommend.
Yeah, you put on an awesome show, too, Birb. I love friendlies. You do amazing. I always cut out time every Monday to play in your show.
Well, that means the world to me. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, have a great night, Birb. Thanks so much. Hell
you too. Hell yeah. All right, with that, coming up next.